let's do this, over and above 1 million. In 6 months, my loan is going to become principal plus interest. The 6-month rate is 5.567 divided by 2, because there are 2 6-month periods in a year. From that, I'm going to deduct $1 million principal. That can't be true. Oh, you guys haven't told me that I made a mistake over there. I forgot to divide the 3-month rate by 4. So it's actually, I need to borrow 986, 443.80 cents. So that's going to cost me, the payment that I'm going to make over and above 1 million is 13,901. So that's effectively the cost of doing what I want using the money market itself. And in this case, if I use the forward market, if the forward rate is 6%, it's going to cost me 15,000, right? If I do the money market way, it's going to cost me 13,901. Which one would I prefer? Exactly. You prefer the one that is lowest. That means nobody would actually do the forward transaction. Well, if nobody does a transaction at 6%, that can't be the market clearing rate. So that rate has to come down. Okay? Or this one has to go up. If this is the case, I can basically do the following as an arbitrage. I'm going to borrow forward 3 months using the money market, and I'm going to lend in the actual forward market using 6%. It's going to cost me 13,901, but I'm going to make 15,000 with no risk whatsoever. So the difference is about $1,100. If I can do that with no risk, I'm going to do that as much as I can, which means I'll be lending money in the forward market. I'll be borrowing money in the 6-month market. So that's market forces why the forward rates are going to come down, and 6-month rates are going to go up, and 3-month rates are also going to go down. Those are the market forces until the difference is eliminated. Hence, the FRA rate has to be such that, let's call that F33, F33 is short for rate for a loan that is for 3 months, starts in 3 months. Okay. Actually, F36, I'm sorry. For a loan that starts 3 months from now and 6 months from now. So in general, FTS means a loan that starts 3 months from now I should say periods, and ends at S periods from now. Depending upon the application, those periods may be months, years. So in this case, 1 million times F36 divided by 4 needs to be 13,901.46. Okay. If you think about it, that's how we calculated that 15,000. Okay. Million times the forward rate divided by 4. So solving for the forward rate, and we'll do an Excel sheet for this, but for now, F36, I'm sorry. Is going to be 4 times 13,901.46 divided by 1 million. Actually, let me get rid of these dollar signs, and I'm going to make this 400 so that I can read the result as a percent. So 5.560% is the F36. It's only at that rate, cost of doing this forward borrowing transaction using the forward market or the money market are exactly the same. If they are any different, then one way or the other, somebody could have risk-free profits. And in finance, risk-free profits, unless there are institutional restrictions that create them, are not possible. Because if there are no limit on how much I can borrow or lend in these markets, I can take advantage of those differences. I'm not the only smart person in the market, so a lot of people will try to do the same, and those market forces are going to bring the market to clearance. In general, let's do an Excel spreadsheet, and I'll stop there today after that. Okay. I'm going to do this for months. Let's see. The short end, the long end, length in months. So in this case, 3 and 6. I'm going to enter the current numbers, 4, 5, 7%. And the length on the forward is long minus short. And forward rate, I'm going to arbitrarily put a number there. These are all my inputs. So let's make him green background. That's a calculated field. So let's make that purple and white. And it's kind of a special field. And you're going to see why it's special. Oops. I wanted to make I'm going to calculate two things: cost with forward, cost with money market. Okay. Or let's do this: cost using the forwards, cost money market. Forward, and for the hell of it, let's put a principal, even though it doesn't matter. It kind of makes things easier to interpret. Not pounds, dollars. We're not in England. Okay. Cost of the forward is simple. Take the principal, multiply it with the forward rate, divide by divided by 12 over the length of the forwards. So if it's 3 months, that's going to be 4. If it's 6 months, that's going to be 2. And you know, they're not terribly surprised that that number is actually 15,000. Now let's do it with the money market. First, let's figure out how much we need to borrow. Take that principal, divide it by 1 plus the short rate, divided by 12 over the short. Again, we knew that number. And that's the amount that we're going to borrow.